In this video of the lesson, Introduction to Insurance, you will learn about insurance as a tool for managing risk and the role of insurance in society. When we speak about a risk, we are not referring to a loss that has actually been suffered, but a loss that is likely to occur. It is thus an expected loss. The cost of this expected loss is the product of two factors, probability and impact. Risk increases in direct proportion with both probability and the amount of loss. And if the amount of loss is very high and the probability of its occurrence is small, the cost of the risk would be low. When deciding whether to insure or not, there are certain number of factors that one should consider. Firstly, don't risk a lot for a little. There should be a reasonable relationship between the cost of transferring the risk and the value derived. For example, we cannot insure an ordinary ball pen. Secondly, don't risk more than you can afford to lose. The loss as a result of an event is so huge that the retention of risk does not appear realistic. For example, if an oil refinery of a company gets destroyed, the company cannot afford to bear the loss. And lastly, consider the likely outcomes of the risk carefully. It is best to insure those assets for which the probability of occurrence of a loss is low, but the possible impact is high. For example, insuring a space satellite. Insurance companies play an important role in a company's economic development. They are contributing in a significant sense to ensure that the wealth of the country is protected and preserved. Some of their contributions are: their investments benefit the society at large. The funds they collect are held for the benefit of the policyholders. Insurance protects the capital in industry and releases the capital for further expansion and development of business. It encourages free investment of capital in business enterprises and promotes efficient use of existing resources. A bank may not advance loans on property unless it is insured against loss or damage by insurable perils. And finally, insurance operations earn foreign exchange and represent invisible exports. It is now recognized that provision of social security is an obligation of the state as well as the central government. Here are some acts and schemes passed by the government in this regard. Employees State Insurance Corporation, under the Employees State Insurance Act 1948, pays for the expenses of sickness, disablement, maternity, and death for the benefit of industrial employees and their families. Several schemes such as Rashtriya Krishi Bima Yojana, Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana, Pradhan Mantri Suraksha Bima Yojana, and Rashtriya Swasthya Bima Yojana have been sponsored by the government. All the rural insurance schemes operated on a commercial basis are designed ultimately to provide social security to the rural families. Apart from this support to government schemes, the insurance industry itself offers on a commercial basis insurance covers which have the ultimate objective of social security. For example, Janata Personal Accident, Jan Arogya, etc. Thank you.